I will not crash, honey yacht, dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the...
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Squeeze, double.
Murray now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just Talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a give, right side. Peyton. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Let's go! Henry! Mike! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line. Like 20. Hold on. Check.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
76.
Now it's Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
They'll start out here with the option left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Goff. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Mike, 53.
From the gun, here's Goff. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. No chance. 53 to Mike. 53. 12. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike, 50.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it 7. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ric Flair. Hey, Orbit. Quit talking about it.
Here's Goff. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But Petty's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got some space here. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Samson Ebukam gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he got position on it, and he pulls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff now to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Gone. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Goff going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go now. Come to the ending. Here we go. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd and long. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going deep for Brooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Murray, and that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
On 1st down, Peyton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on second down. Murray being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always for a big scene. Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming.
First down, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Check three.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray, he's to the 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A deep ball for Gurley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility. And this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preach, it's coach, it's thought about.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Now gone. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Larry Ogunjobi. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
And he is out of bounds here. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and the pressure gets to him again. Sione Takitaki in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ready. Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the out. Watch the out.
The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Murray, 48 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw it. Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Flushed out right. He can run, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to